Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So I'm always looking for an excuse to talk about Hatsune Miku, and today I have like just Hatsune that because Miku. One of the biggest art trends right now involves this character, and it all began with this post right here. This is the ground zero of a very popular trend. It is simply captioned Brazilian Miku, and you can see this post went absolutely crazy. This went viral. It has over
210 million? Dude, Brazil is crazy, man.
400,000 likes and over 200 million views. That is crazy. But this art right here in this post would inspire a lot of variants and memes, and also a lot of controversy that we'll get into in just a second. So let's see some examples from some international renditions of this character. You can see Irish Miku right here. You can see Chinese Miku. You can also see Honduran Miku, and you know, born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore the stars, but born just in time for culture detail like this. Well,
a little bit of chunk, yeah.
Also, Finnish Miku here. We have Siberian Doomer Miku. We're getting very specific now. Here is Danish Miku. I'm not European enough to understand what's going on here, but I'm sure it's very funny. And here's one last example of the international ones. There's French Miku. But let's go back to the Brazilian Miku. Some people making offshoots of that and some memes like this. However, this edgy joke wasn't something people were mad at. What inspired the most controversy was this post right here. People would go absolutely crazy over this post. This would make people frothing at the
Oh my god, I'm frothing at the mouth at this.
Mouth angry. So why? It's simply captioned Brazilian Miku. You can see this version is a paler skinned, goth looking version of Miku. And that makes sense because the artist makes goth girls. Okay? And also you might notice in their bio, they are Brazilian. So here's the scenario. We have a Brazilian artist making a Brazilian character. What could possibly go wrong? All right, this is Twitter and people are incredibly ignorant. So people like to say, always that one guy, damn, we can't have anything. And this is basically what these people are referring to. The art is good, but why is she white? Why are you white? Why is she so pale? Whose white baby is this? Because it's not Brazilian Miku.
I hate people so much, man. I told you guys the Puerto Rican that looked like a white guy and he didn't speak English. Yeah, he looked white, so he's not Puerto Rican. Or Latam.
Imagine the disrespect.
So
4,500 likes on the original post, basically telling this Brazilian artist that their own character is not Brazilian. Crazy. Here's more saying, has she never gone outside? Or this person saying, damn, what happened to her complexion, brah? Okay, let me help out these people because they seem to be a bit slow. This is the original artwork that inspired this trend. You don't need a magnifying glass to notice that she has tan lines because her skin is naturally more fair. And this is not something that's too surprising. I've had to see a lot of people, including Brazilian.
Dude, this is so cute. I love it.
Come out to Twitter and say, hey, listen, guys, you don't understand how Brazilians work. Because a lot of Brazilians not only have fair skin, a good portion identify as white. So there are going to be fair skinned
Or not even that. In Brazil in winter, it gets fucking cold and rainy and cloudy and yucky and there's floods. Yeah, like they get like pale too in their own way.
Brazilians and also Brazilians who get a tan. And that's what's going on here. It is incredible. You have to explain this to people on Twitter. And they're the ones saying this artwork is offensive. Meanwhile, they're basically claiming that if you're south of a certain parallel on the globe, you automatically have to have dark skin, which is the actually offensive thing. But they're the ones who think they're in the right. And also we have this right here saying, if Hoyoverse made Brazilian Miku, how original.
Dude, Hoyoverse enjoyers are actually like, they're up there with like V-tweeters. You are insane.
How's that boycott going, by the way?
Yeah.
Here's another one saying, are you ever just able to tell by the way people draw?
What?
22,000 likes. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know how anybody knows what you're talking about. But they would go on in the replies to say this. Brace yourselves. Haters in my comments defending this tweaker by saying they're goth and stuff. Well, I don't know if you found out yet. Goth people can be people of color without their whole body losing blood circulation, and that most deaf is not goth fashion. That's it. I'm muting this.
Oh my god, gatekeeping, like, actual, like fashion? That is not goth. Gatekeeping goth fashion is not goth. That is not part of it, man. Yeah, goth gatekeeping. Gatekeeping outfits, bro.
For real now,
That's crazy.
Search POC goth for a surprise. So basically, a Brazilian artist who makes goth characters makes a Brazilian goth character, and this person gets mad about it, and then people make fun of them for being mad about it, and then they respond by saying, well, look up people of color in goth. That'll show you. It's like, okay. Literally nobody's claiming otherwise. Like, yes, there are persons of color who are
Paymon Obear. Yeah, another Hoyoverse simp, bro.
goth. Like, all right. The original artist never said that, so I don't know why you're tweaking out over this, but it's just a very bizarre situation where I think a lot of people are trying to get mad about this when in reality, the country in the center of this, Brazil, there are no Brazilians mad about this. I couldn't see any Brazilians actually mad about this artwork, and yet you have so many people on Twitter trying to speak on their behalf. Very weird stuff, but very predictable. And while we're talking about controversy involving Hatsune Miku arts, when did Twitter decide collectively that sexualizing Hatsune Miku is totally fine and cool and no one has a problem with it? Which, by the way, there is no problem with it because it's a fictional character. Do whatever you want. Who cares? But for years, aunties have been canceling people over sexualizing this exact character. In fact, 8 months ago, I made a video about this situation where Ninja Muffin was getting canceled by this thread that got hundreds of thousands of views, which was literally accusing them of being a predator and having CP in their likes, and that CP in question turned out to be Hatsune Miku's feet. That's
Yes, you have to censor on YouTube? What
was nearly ruining this guy's life with these allegations that came out.
No.
And now all of a sudden with this recent trend, there's all this sexualized art, and people just don't seem to have an issue with it. And I guarantee some of the people who have canceled others over Miku art are now joining in and liking art that has to do with this whole trend that is sexualizing the character. Again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's a fictional character. Who cares? But the standards on Twitter, and especially among aunties, is very hypocritical when it comes to this stuff. But anyways, let's go back to the original thread here. There's some other variations I want to look at, and of course, those are the American ones. So let's start with this one right here, Florida X Hatsune Miku. So this is very good art. You might be thinking to yourself, wow, she has some real superpowers here to be able to basically capture this alligator, which I reply by saying, no superhuman skills, just your average Floridian can do that. But also, there's some other cool art here with the New Orleans, Louisiana Miku right here, pretty cool art. There's also this one. This is one of my favorites right here.
The Buc-ee's!
This is a biblically accurate Texas Miku, okay? You can see she has the cowboy hat. She looks like she's driving a truck. She's stuck in traffic. It's 105 degrees out.
Yep.
But most importantly, very, very fine detail that a lot of people overlook. Buc-ee's right here.
Yep.
Buc-ee's. A couple years ago, I made my first trek to the temple of Buc-ee's, and I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that brisket. It was amazing. It was life-changing. It changed my entire trajectory of my life right on the spot. Now I know that pretty much every single international viewer watching this has no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm probably sure that 75% of Americans don't even know what I'm talking about with this whole tangent here, but just know Buc-ee's is supreme, okay? So here's the next one, North Carolina Hatsune Miku Charlotte version. And I will trust that this is a rendition of your average Miku from North Carolina. But I noticed the cheer wine, very delicious, but also the Bojangles, which we'll also see in this variation with the South Carolina Miku. And you can see this quote here. Hey, Bo, y'all want to vape in the Walmart?
I love this kind of stuff. It's so cute to me.
Parking lot.
Where you did different
I'm going to trust again that the artist, good art by the way, that they're making a rendition of what is the average South Carolina woman, but there's something about this character trope that is it's terrifying me. This woman terrifies me for some reason. I don't know why. But also there is a lot of very far-reaching art here. We're going like prehistoric here. This art is saying Europe 47 million years BC Darwinius Masawe Miku. My God, I know I mispronounced some things there, but that's a very interesting take on here, and they would make even more with some bacteria from 3.5 billion years ago. You can see we're going on a primordial level here. It's pretty impressive what people are coming up with for this trend. And as always, I like a good art trend. I think this one
Do you want to bet someone got mad at this?
Is excellent. It's produced a lot of good art and also good memes. And, you know, it reminds me of other popular art trends like the Bowsette and Boozette from a couple years ago. And I know a lot of people go, oh, Rev, come on, that was so Reddit, dude. And maybe it was a little corny at times, but, like, still, it produced a lot of good art and memes, and it was just fun. And honestly, it's way better than current trends we have nowadays. Like, you know, do we want another Skibidi Ohio Rizzler trend? Like, no, I'd rather...
Or trying to cancel Genshin. Yeah.
Rather have this Miku trend, produce really good stuff. And anytime there's a good art trend, I like to share with you guys so you can check it out for yourself. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
See ya! Oh wow, Chetta. Oh wow. Wow, thank you, Rev! Thank you, Skibidi Miku. No, thank you, I'm good.